That was a mess.
Welcome to another episode of Two Joes and Pro. As always, we got you guys, Kenny, Ryan, and Brian, my boys. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Did Ryan just disappear?
Yeah, Ryan, you're not on the screen, bro.
I don't know. Anyway, I
did
guess
his power just go out?
No.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, man.
Okay, whatever.
Hey,
Ryan's going in and out. Me and Brian's on here. It might be a 2-man show. We're just probably warming you guys up as things going on. Me and Brian are going to, be doing BK bets. So we'll be doing some snippets there. And Ryan will be doing Ryan Fantasy. So Ryan's just prepping on him turning to Justin Timberlake and separating from the, NSYNC crew.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. I keep pressing the back button on my mouse because it's broken. Never mind. Just keep going.
Yeah, don't do that.
Here's another problem. I'm gonna have to add this thing for the end of the podcast. So, but it's gonna add it to the thing. Watch. Just ignore that, guys. Nothing to see here.
Okay,
go ahead.
Let me continue. All right. So, anyway, nothing's really going on as far as football and NBA, of course. That's out. College football is going to start up in 2 weeks now. 3 weeks.
Let's go.
So I'm super excited about that. We got something special for all of our followers out there. We're building something together for BK Bets. We're gonna be starting a little group trying to win us some money. The goal this year is to win 10 racks. That's the goal. The goal is to win 10,000 this year. I'm putting it out there. We should hit that. If my calculations are correct, we should hit 10,000. I think me and Brian both been on the heater. Ryan, when it gets to football time, he's pretty much spot on as well. We should be able to do that. I know Ryan will have a lot of stuff for DFS for you guys, which would be pretty cool too. I might save that for myself, for fantasy and things like that. My own little personal model in the back. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we got some stuff in store for you guys there for our guys that are day one that have been following us that like to do a little bit of risk taking. We have some stuff there. As far as what's big going on right now, it's going to be the Olympics. That's what I'm pretty much touching on. It's going to be the Olympics. I enjoy the Olympics all the time. That's kind of like my favorite thing to watch. I like all the Olympics. I guess my favorite thing right now has been, I want to say it's been diving. It's weird. I know it's like all sports, Kenny. Yes, I really enjoy diving. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? Oh, I thought you were saying something.
I knew I was saying anything. I was looking at my cat. He's just trying to set Brian up. Look at him.
I got nothing about diving.
Okay, I like diving. So that's been going on. The swimming's been amazing. The 4x1 relays, the medley relays. Katie Ledecky has been doing Katie Ledecky stuff. She's been killing it. Walsh, she's been going nuts. I think what's my guy name? Caleb Dressel. I think his name is Caleb Dressel. He had a disappointing Olympics. It didn't go the way he wanted to. But I know all in all, it's been pretty good. A lot of relays winning. I think the U.S. is ahead right now as far as the medal count goes. Rugby was really exciting. More so the women than the men for me. I don't know if you guys feel the same there, but the Women USA, they had like a last second goal for rugby. They pulled it out and they got a bronze medal. That was pretty much crazy. They played against Australia. It was like 7 seconds left. And they just broke away and did that. What else? Beach volleyball has been exciting. I don't know if the finals happened for beach volleyball yet or it's about to happen. That's going on. Track and field just started now. Of course, the men's basketball, women's basketball is going on. Men are going into the semifinals. I think it is semifinals now. I think they're playing against Serbia, if I'm not mistaken. They're playing the semifinals. I think that's maybe tomorrow or Friday. The women's play today. They won as well. So I think they are moving to the semifinals as well, if not finals. So they've been looking pretty good for both parts. I think the male has kind of been They've been riding LeBron's coattail, which is crazy because he's the oldest man on the roster, and literally LeBron is doing everything for that team right now. KD's been playing really well. Anthony Edwards has been doing what we expected and Anthony Edwards to do, putting scoring. AD is playing like a guy, like he's back in New Orleans. Hopefully he can play that during the season. I would say some of the guys that are not impressing me is Joel Embiid. Has kind of been sometimey. They've been trying to get him involved, but he's really just not doing much. Steph Curry is not shooting well at all. I think he might have hit 3 threes the whole tournament. He's been not playing well at all. And I don't know, Steve Kerr's rotation has kind of been, bugging a lot of people, but it's like, listen, man, when you have a lot of talent on the team, everybody's not gonna be able to play. So I know in the beginning, Jason Tatum didn't play the first game. Tyrese Halliburton didn't play the first game. Then they played the next 2 games, and Jason Tatum went into the starting lineup. It kind of been all over, right? But at the end of the day, as long as they win the gold, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the Olympics. I'm looking forward to, track and field. 4x1 will be coming on later, but the 100, Noah Lyles won in a crazy finish. That's the closest I ever seen a 100-meter dash. It was him, and he was in first. What's his name from Jamaica? Godly. Keisha. I forgot his name. Keyshawn, whatever. I'm sorry.
Question: it has to be their head that crosses first, right?
Torso.
I think I thought it was their head.
I thought it was any part of their body.
Torso.
No, because that other guy's foot was
Are you listening to me? Keyshawn Thompson. Yes, for Curly. It's torso for sure. I'm telling y'all. It's torso. The head doesn't matter. It's the torso. That's why they lean forward like this and not like that. They lean their chest forward because it's the torso that crosses. Torso, chest, that area. But anyway, it was crazy. Keyshawn Thompson should have won. He came out the gate. He was running fast. I think he really thought he had it in the bag because he was up going through the finish line instead of leaning forward. If he leaned forward, he would have beat Noah Lyles. But Noah Lyles is trying to go for the 200. He had a good quarterfinals yesterday. I think semifinals was today. The 400-meter dash is today. I think it just happened. And I'm looking forward to the 400 hurdles. I know Brian was talking about it. 400 hurdles, the 400 men's meter hurdles right now is happening. I'm looking for the women's with Sydney McLaughlin and versus Fumika Bowl. I think that's how you say her first name. But it should be very exciting there because they're both are world record holders. They broke the world record. So that'll be really exciting. And then, of course, the relays to close things out. And then, of course, NBA to be the end. But overall, I kind of think the Olympics has been great. I like Paris, what they've been, displaying, how they've been doing the coverage there. A lot of different things I paid attention to that I didn't other Olympics, like ski shooting and, archery and, rifle shooting, things like that, which I was like, oh man, I didn't even pay attention to. I think breakdancing started today or yesterday, but who's really paying attention to that? Sorry for the breakdancers out there. Nobody gives a fuck. So, like
it's
nobody.
So stupid.
Yeah, like I was making a debate today. I was like, bro, how do you score that? Somebody spin on their head? They're like, oh, it's the same way you do when you do jiu-jitsu. I says, can't be. Jiu-jitsu is different.
Judges? Who are the judges for this?
I don't know. Probably doggone Flavor Flav. So I don't know. Flavor Flav and LL Cool J.
They've added way too much to the Olympics.
You know, they added flag football in the USA Olympics. I mean, try for that shit.
That's better than breakdancing.
That is. Skateboarding was cool too. Skateboarding, I think it's Japanese. They had a little 14-year-old out there. He goes crazy. Skateboarding was cool. Synchronized swimming, water polo.
What about that Turkish shooter? Gotta love that guy.
You talking about Taken?
Yeah.
Hey, he looked like
more gangsters if he would have turned that shit sideways.
If he turned that bit sideways, no. If he turned it sideways, it'd have been over. If
he would have got the goal.
That joint would have been crazy.
He's got to start curving the bullets.
Bro, like wanted. He starts throwing it out off the pocket. It was crazy to see, bro, because everybody else had the little thing over the eye. So
all those nerds,
like they chin is closed. They had a little thing on, just holding. He's like, man, give me that cat. Give me that gat. And that'll be what you wanted. Boom, 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 boom. And he got silver, right? He got silver with nothing. He was like, bro, it ain't about nothing, bro. He said, I kill people in my country all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's probably killing people.
He said, you don't know where I'm from. I'm from Turkey, bro. Listen, you know how many times people try to break into my house? Not a lot, because they're dead. All right, let me stop. Oh, yeah, but that's all I got, man. The Olympics has been good. Looking forward to college football. You know, I'll be amped up then. Alabama got some stuff cooking over there in college football, man. I'm just letting y'all know. It's gonna be more shocking than most people think. We're gonna have a bad year, and that's just not the case. Yeah, that's about it.
People really thinking Alabama's gonna have a bad year?
Yes.
Why? Because Saban's gone?
Yes. Because it's a thing of a changing of the tides. They don't really believe in my guy, DeBoer. So
look,
I don't know.
It's still basically Saban's team there. It's still the same players.
But it's even better though, because guess what? DeBoer can recruit his ass off, and I don't think people understand that. I don't think people understand he really recruits his ass off. He didn't get talent. He didn't get
Does
talent.
Alabama need any favors in recruiting? I mean, they
do.
No.
They do. Yes, they do. You got to think about it. They're not the only show in town. This is not the same, play for us, we'll get you to the league. That don't matter no more. There's a lot of money gets thrown out here.
Well, yeah.
So when the money's getting thrown out, it doesn't matter. You got to think about Ohio State got a deep bag, right? Texas got a deep bag. Georgia got a deep bag, right? Tennessee got a deep bag. You even got the smaller schools that got alumni that's worth a couple M's. Some of them 100, 200 million, and they like, I'm tired of my school losing. What you say you need? Oh, we need that quarterback from over. How much is it gonna cost? Yeah, he wants like $2 million. Oh, that's easy. That's a write-off. That's a write-off. That's a gift tax. Here you go. I'm right off that.
I don't know. I think, obviously they're gonna have a tougher time because now not only do they have Georgia in the SEC, but then Texas is in the SEC.
We don't really care about that.
Oh, I'm just saying we got 2 top 5 schools in the
Texas. You think we worry about fucking Texas?
I mean, they're I think they're ranked in the top 5, aren't they?
So
I'm just saying, Kenny.
I'm just letting you know that we got in the 25 top most important people in college football right now. We got 5 of them jokers. We got 5 of them jokers. You know who's not going to be good? Penn State. They're not. They're not going to be good. They're going to get ranked. People are going to be like, oh my God, we got a chance to win.
They're going to have 3 losses.
They're going to have 3 losses. They're going to get to the doggone playoffs and get their ass spanked. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to have 3 losses.
They're going to be any team that is not supposed to do good, they're going to beat it.
Yeah, Ohio State, Michigan, and Oregon is going to beat them.
Oh, for sure. You just mark that down. Those are going to be losses.
I'm assuming they play Oregon. I don't know.
I think they do play Oregon this year. Either way, they're definitely gonna lose. Them boys. Coach Smith, I apologize. I'm not being disrespectful, but them boys ain't about shit.
They don't play Oregon.
They don't?
They don't.
Well, they're in the same conference now. But.
West Virginia, Bowling Green, Kent State, Illinois, UCLA, USC, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, and Maryland.
Oh, yeah, they didn't play Michigan.
They don't.
How the hell did you get away with that?
They might lose against Washington. I mean, Wisconsin though. Wisconsin got a little squad too. People ain't. You got to think about Luke Fickell. Right. Luke Fickell's up there now. Fickell's up there now. You can't think he's just sleeping at the wheel. He up there. He ain't just resting on his laurel. USC gonna have something for sure.
That's funny that they're
after last year. Lincoln Riley gonna have something.
Of those 3 teams, they're only playing one of them.
I know.
He gonna get. It don't matter. That's even worse for them. Because now they gotta win out for real. Because if they don't, it's gonna be a lot of other teams that's gonna be like, oh well, guess what? You guys didn't play anybody. You didn't play the hardest people in your conference besides Ohio State.
Yeah, but are teams really that focused on the schedule nowadays that like they're opening up to 12? Like they don't have to take as much risk.
No.
You're right.
You don't have to take as much risk, but you still got to play the people in your conference, right? And it still matters about looking good because if all the teams are undefeated or got 1 loss, then guess what? they're gonna look who has the best wins on their record. And if you don't play anybody that's worth a shit, then they're gonna be like, all right, yeah, you are 12-1, but you don't have any wins versus top 25. You probably got 2 wins versus top 25. You got another school, they got 4 wins versus top 25. That makes a difference.
Well, I know you have to play teams in your conference, but I don't know how it works. So how does the Big Ten work? Like, for example, they can't all play that's their whole schedule because the Big Ten they're huge.
So you normally I think you get 7 conference games, 8 conference games maybe, and then the rest of them are, you pick and choose. Let me see.
Yeah.
But you get to choose your conference games?
You choose your outer conference schedule.
You choose your outer
like
conference
3
schedule.
years in advance or something.
Yeah, you got to do for 3 years. Normally it's 1 at the team and then 2 at yours if they're not a good team. If they're a big team, then you'll flip-flop and kind of throw the toss there. And if they're like not a good team at all, it's very rare that you go to their team more than vice versa. So if it's like you play them 4 times for the next 4 years, you might go to their school once and they come to your school 3 times. But on the top of that, if you're playing this team that's not really good and you're supposed to blow them out, you still got to pay the money, right? You play a team, okay, like Alabama played Louisiana Lafayette. Guess what they had to pay them? Oh, Louisiana Monroe, they still had to pay them $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, I still got to beat y'all, and then I got to give y'all $1 million. Like, it's crazy. So,
anyways,
did you? Anyway,
huh?
No.
I was going to transition to baseball. If you're
good, let's go. I don't need to keep talking all day.
Yeah, baseball.
Yeah, shut up.
Right now, the Yankees have taken over as the best team in baseball. The Orioles have looked like dog shit since the All-Star break and have given up their lead in the division.
Getting their ass beat right now.
Yeah. The Red Sox are still lingering around. They might get a wild card spot. I don't know how, but props to them. They've been playing a lot better than I thought they would. They still aren't a World Series threat. So it's mostly in the AL. It's going to be either the Yankees, Cleveland, which I'm still surprised by, but they keep playing well. And then
it's that name change.
You never can count Houston out. They when it comes to the playoffs, they always are a good team in the playoffs. So I always give them a chance. But those are the only 3 teams I think that can make real noise in the AL. The Chicago White Sox just snapped a 21-game losing streak, I think it was, or 22. They tied the record anyways for the most losses in a row. And then they promptly beat the Oakland Athletics last night to snap that streak. So everybody and their mother bet on the A's last night. And yeah.
Look at that.
And
look at that. All green.
Yeah.
And fucking Reds. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Reds suck tonight.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah. So
I even bet them 1.5, and they lost by 2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reds.
It's how it goes when you pick more than like 4 teams, man. You always come up one short.
No, not really.
Yeah. But in the NL, the Phillies and the Dodgers have both been atrocious since the All-Star break. They play. I think they play again tonight, and it's funny because they're just basically playing to see who can lose the game. That's how bad they've been.
For who?
The Dodgers and the Phillies. They've been horrible.
Haven't there been some big trades? Are you going to cover those?
We
haven't recorded in like 3 weeks. So.
I know, yeah. Whose fault is that? Let's see. The Braves started making a little noise, but now their bats got quiet, so they might still hang around for a wild card spot. They've been dealing with injuries, of course, with both Albies and Acuna out for the year. And then it's up to Olsen and Riley, who haven't been as consistent this year as they were last year. Let's see. What's that?
No, we keep laughing. Whose fault is that? My bad. I'm done.
And then the Padres. Our team's back, Kenny. That was our team like a couple years ago. Kept betting on the Padres. Yeah.
I continue to bet on them. I'm betting on them right now.
So they've been pretty good. They look like they're going to make the playoffs. They actually have a chance at division because the Dodgers, like I said, have just been so bad. They're giving up that lead. But yeah, other than that, not much going on in baseball. Some big trades. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot of like big names being moved because, or there, I guess, no like splash moves. I mean, the Orioles picked up some pitching. They got Rogers from the Marlins. They got Eloy Jimenez from the White Sox. Let's see. Just going off the cuff here. Let me pull up the trades.
Yeah, come on, Brian. How are you not prepared? You've had 3 weeks to write it all down.
Because, man, I've been busy betting.
I've been betting.
All right.
Yeah, you pull that up for me, producer.
Yeah. I don't care. That's fine. I guess we got nothing.
One surprise that didn't happen was Garrett Crochet, the pitcher for the White Sox, decided he didn't want to be traded. So,
he's just a loser.
I mean, he kind of likes being a White Sox, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's a good pitcher.
He's like being a fucking loser. That's what that is. No person that wants to win is going to say, I'm going to stay here. No, you like to be a loser, bro.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to tell me, shut up, bro. My bag's bigger. I got you. You got it, bro.
Let's see. The Yankees, they picked up Jazz Chisholm. The Marlins sold like everybody.
He's been going nuts.
Yeah, as soon as he gets to the Yankees, man, he hit
he's like
5 home runs in 3 days or something.
He's like, I love this place.
Yeah. So he's been really good pickup for them. Let's see. Red Sox got some bullpen help, but nothing major. They're trying to patch it together as usual because their owners are cheap and they want them to sell. Trying to think. Well,
that's it for the most part. Big things going on trade wise.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably missing a major thing, but it don't matter. There's a lot of teams that were in the hunt still, so like everybody was trying to like the prices were up higher, so a lot of teams made smaller moves because the asking price was too high. Because I mean, like these teams that knew they were out of it, they're like, well, we can demand a lot because there's so many teams that want them.
The only division that really is out of luck is the Central, right? Because they got the Brewers. The Brewers are playing good. 63-49. Other than that, they're St. Louis not getting in, Pittsburgh not getting in, and the rest of the teams is not. It's just not happening. That's because the West is 63-52, 62-52 with the Padres and the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers. Even though they don't look the part, they're still closing the gate. And then you got the Braves at 60-52, which I don't know if they're going to be able to hold it though. You think the Braves are going to hold it? I think the Mets is starting to get cooking a little bit.
No,
nope.
No, they just dropped onto the Rockies last night.
A lot of people have been dropping to the Rockies. Like the Rockies have been playing sneaky on people. They're 4-6 in the last 10, right?
Who, the Braves?
No, the Mets are 4-6 in the last 10. The Braves are 6-4, but the Braves is on the 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, man. I think they're gonna win tonight though. They had Sale on a bump.
Let me see.
And he's like a Cy Young candidate this year.
No, they're losing right now 6-4.
Oh, well, they gave up the lead then. Last I checked, they were up 3-1. So
yeah, 6-4.
Let's see. Dodgers got Jack Flaherty. He's a good starting pitcher. Let's see. The Padres picked up one of the best relievers in the game, Tanner Scott, which is good for them because their bullpen was really bad.
You know who's been sneaky?
Who?
Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, I mean they dropped the last 2 to the Red Sox though.
They did, But
But they've
before
been
that,
scoring runs. I'll give you that. They've been
yeah,
scoring runs.
yeah.
Um,
I think having what's his name?
Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, Bobby Witt. I really like him. I
Yeah,
really like him. He
that
got some
dude is
shit to him. I like
he
him,
is
bro.
disgusting, man. He
Yeah.
might be the best player in the league right now.
What? I don't know
Yeah,
about all that.
that's because he plays one of the most difficult positions. He's a shortstop, and he
Yeah,
hits for average and power and steals bases. Like he is a 5-tool player. Not many of those exist.
yeah. So batting average right now, he leads the league. That's true.
Yes.
Home runs, he's not up there.
Where's he at? Well, how many's he got?
I don't know. I'm looking at. Let me see his stats right now. He is 346, 20 homers, 80 RBIs,
So he'll probably end of the year about 30 home runs.
30 and 100. He might have 100 RBIs, 30 and 100
Yeah.
RBIs. Yeah.
100, and he scores runs, and he gets on base. He's disgusting, dude.
Yeah, he has the most hits. That's fine. But like Shohei Ohtani is still playing really well, bro. He has 32 stolen bases. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got speed, man.
34 homers, 32 stolen bases. I'm surprised Guerrero Jr. didn't get shipped out of there. Because he
he was supposed to be traded out of there, but
cooking as of late.
But they weren't going to just give him away. So, obviously nobody,
They
offered a
probably
lot.
wanted too much from him.
I mean, he's worth it. He's a really good player.
But he's been inconsistent for sure. He's been inconsistent.
Dude, I'm, looking through this list of, people, the acquisitions, and, it's just a lot of, minor moves, in my opinion. No, big names went.
A lot of farm league shit.
Yeah, it was okay, you can take my really good relief pitcher and give me 3 minor leaguers. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
The Arizona Diamondbacks, who I forgot to mention, has been really hot lately. They got Josh Bell from the Marlins, another Marlins player. And dude, he's good for them because he provides power that they were lacking. So,
side note, did you Scooble, right? I know he's pitching tonight for the Tigers.
Yeah.
You know that over for that game was 5.5.
Was it? I saw it was 6, but yeah.
I had to.
You have to hit that.
I had to.
There's not many games that are under 6.
Midstream, I had to hit it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's that right now?
It's still 5.5. But the game just started. They hit a homer.
Oh, okay.
The Tigers hit the homer. It's at 6.5 now. So anyway, side note, yes, guys, we're degens.
You guys have problems. They're going to be filming outside of a house, out in someone's front yard, because they're going to be homeless.
No. The reason why we're going to be filming somebody,
Brian's going to be in his pool.
Yeah.
The reason why we're going to film in the front yard is because me and Brian are going to get a guest house with our gambling money.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, damn, where you guys recording at our guest house that we
Kenny and I are gonna buy a compound, a multi-family compound, and we'll invite you over from time to time, Ryan.
I appreciate it.
We need landscaping.
Well, I'm
just playing. Let me stop before they cancel me on here. Let me stop before they cancel me on here. Like, what? I just took a DEI class. Come on, stop it.
Yeah. Cut that out.
Do you guys know what's starting this week?
Preseason football.
Preseason football, which I am not looking forward to.
God, cannot wait. I cannot wait. Wow, yeah. See, Mitch out here. Wow. It's the only one sticking up for me.
He said, wow.
Hey, Mitch, you don't know how many comments that I just filtered. I just was like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Mitch said, wow. Mitch, we're not going there, Mitch. Don't do it.
Listen,
What's up, bro?
I love the preseason. I love football season. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Have you watched all the Hard Knocks? I think at this point I'm getting disgusted. Hard Knocks in season, Hard Knocks preseason, Hard Knocks out of season. I'm like, come on, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I normally don't watch Hard Knocks, but obviously I watched the New York Giants off-season Hard Knocks.
Horrible.
I started the Caleb Williams one, the Bears one last night, and I think I got like halfway through and I just went to sleep.
You didn't think was it good?
I
Or
mean,
you
it was
can't really
fine.
tell? Have y'all watched quarterbacks or receivers or any of that stuff on Netflix?
Receivers was pretty good to start with. I only got like 2 episodes in, and quarterbacks was fun.
I haven't watched anything. That's one of the
It's
things I
not too
plan on doing.
bad.
Bro, I still haven't even watched the roast of Tom Brady yet.
Oh, I
Yeah,
watched
that's a
that. That
problem.
was
Like I just every time I go to
watched
watch
that.
something, I'm watching something with my wife, and we watch. We're watching like a series of some sort.
Okay.
So you want to know some of the bad things that are happening when football starts happening? It's like, oh, great, football's here, and then the injuries start piling up,
And they've
players
already started.
They've already started. Justin Herbert already injured.
But we don't care about him. He's going to be trash this year. He's going to be completely dog water. I'm telling y'all right now, if you guys think that you're going to take Justin Herbert, as a sneaker, he's a sneaky pick. He is going to be dog water in fantasy football.
Man, I can't wait to take him in like the 10th round and win my league.
You're not. They're going to run the ball. They're going to
run the piss out of the ball. Okay? They're going to run the piss out of the ball. They're not even going to let him throw like that. All you guys that's looking at Lad McConkey like, oh my God, he's going to be sneaky good. Okay, take him, please. He might get 30 catches. Take him, please.
30 catches? That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you right now, they're going to run the piss out of the ball. It's going to be play action, and it's going to be tight and heavy. Look at Michigan, how much targets Loveland was getting. It was Loveland, and it was the Z on the backside with Roman Wilson.
Yeah, but they also had a quarterback that was not the caliber that Justin Herbert is.
You can't. The numbers don't say that. JJ McCarthy numbers was amazing.
Yeah,
that's what got him drafted.
Yeah, he was efficient. I'll give him that.
That's not what got him drafted.
I don't know.
The efficiency is what got him drafted. It was like, oh my God, he's so efficient. He throw the ball, blah, blah. But guess what? It's gonna be like that with Justin Herbert. The efficiency is gonna be amazing, but the numbers are gonna be down. Joe Harbaugh is the worst coach we could have possibly got. He's old school. He's not new school. He's old school. He's outdated. He's washed up. He's
only good win the Super Bowl now.
They're not going to win the Super Bowl. We won't make the playoffs.
Oh, come on.
Let's move on before Kenny loses his mind right now. Russell Wilson's hurt. Justin Fields is out there taking first team snaps.
Justin Fields is a starting quarterback.
He's going to start this week in preseason. No, Russell Wilson's still QB1.
I don't care.
Bro, Wilson is
going to win it.
Yeah. He's going to win it for sure. He has to use. He's going to rile everybody up. Russell Wilson is done.
Yep.
Stierre got him cooked.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Goodies.
DJ Moore gets a contract extension, 4 years, $110 million.
Shout out to DJ. Needed that.
You know who else gets paid? Tyreek Hill also gets restructure, which gives him an extra $90 million over the next 3 years. His contract's interesting. It added no years to his contract because I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was like a year and a half ago. He basically went on a podcast and was like, "Yeah, I'm playing like 3 more years and then I'm retiring." I don't know if he's going to stick to that, but it's very interesting that he said that and then is like not renegotiating his contract. So when he signed a 4-year deal with Miami, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm doing this contract and then I'm retiring."
Yeah.
So they didn't add it.
If I had to play with Tua,
they didn't add any more years. And
another retired too because he has all them damn kids.
Yeah.
He might have a reason to keep working.
No, bro,
he might have to get another contract.
The reason why he got an extension, he said, because I gotta get the money now. I can't play no more. I gotta get the money right now.
As long as your name is not CeeDee Lamb, you'll get paid at the wide receiver position. Because Dallas does
Jamar Chase didn't get his money.
He'll get paid before CeeDee Lamb. But Jamar Chase also has a year left on his contract.
Do you know how that will rile things up if he gets paid before T. Higgins got paid?
I don't think T. Higgins is getting paid.
Not for that,
But if that's the case, you shouldn't have to keep him. You should get it because it's going to mess up the locker room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jamar Chase has 2 years. He has this year and 2025.
But Jamar Chase is not at preseason right now, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a negotiating tactic.
He'll be fine. He's going to be there.
But I'm saying, how are you negotiating when you got 2 years left? I understand it. If you get at the end of your second year, you're going to get 1 year left. You want to get that extension. I get that. But it's like, to me, that's personally, you're messing up T. Higgins' bag, right? Because you're like, I want my.
Paid.
Okay.
He ain't getting paid. Not by them.
Then they should have let him go then, because it's going to ruin the locker room. I'm telling you right now. If I got my buddy, he got paid and y'all didn't pay me, I'm gonna feel some type of way. I might turn into a bad worm in that apple.
Why are you saying that CeeDee Lamb's not going to get paid?
He will get paid. CeeDee Lamb will get paid. But Dallas is one of the stupidest teams when it comes to their contract negotiations. They did this with Zeke. They waited till the last minute and then gave him a contract after all these other running backs signed. They did it with Dak, where they let all these other quarterbacks sign, and then they had to give him a $40 million contract. They're going to let all these every receiver contract that you're seeing, it's just going to make it worse. CeeDee Lamb, they're going to have to pay CeeDee more.
Do you think that CeeDee Lamb deserves a big time contract though?
Yes.
For 1 year?
Yes.
Yes.
1 year?
Come on, bro. This is his first year being the guy.
What?
But this year, first year being the guy, sure. Yeah. But last year he wasn't not the guy. He was still good. He had 107 yards, 1,300 receiving, and 9 touchdowns. If that's his floor, I'm taking that all day.
You said what?
Last year he had 1,700 receiving.
No. That's what I'm talking about. He had 1 year being the guy. I'm talking about last year.
The year before, he had 107 catches, 1,300 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns. If that's his floor of not being the guy, I'm signing that. I will give him the highest pay.
Okay,
yeah. And then the year before that, 79 catches, 1,106 touchdowns.
Wait, so why was he not the guy in 2022?
He wasn't like the number 1 overall receiver in the league, but he still was the guy.
He was the guy for Dallas, and he had 1,300 yards. I mean, what's wrong with that?
When did Amari Cooper leave?
2021 was the last year he was in Dallas.
So 2021, right?
So 2 years, 2 years, CeeDee Lamb has been the Dallas Cowboys' number 1 receiver.
Bro, there's fucking 18 games. It's 17 games in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing to get 1,300 yards. You don't even have to average 100 yards a game. What are y'all talking about?
It's funny. Amari Cooper has never had 1,300 yards. So you want to talk about Amari Cooper?
I didn't say Amari Cooper had 1,300 yards. You bringing up somebody else that has nothing to do with it.
But you're talking about when was CeeDee the number 1 guy? I mean,
but you're talking about Amari Cooper. You're talking about Amari Cooper in the offense where Zeke Elliott was in there and he had the most touches in the league. What are you talking about? Zeke Elliott had like 900 touches in 3 years, 4 years. What are we talking about?
There's only seven players had over 1,300 yards last year.
Yeah, so I guess it's pretty hard.
Okay, bro.
And Tyreek Hill got paid. Amon-Ra St. Brown got paid. Puka Nacua can't get paid because he's a rookie. AJ Brown got paid. DJ Moore got paid. Brandon Ayuk is the only one that hasn't gotten paid, and the one that's gotten
he will get paid.
All those teams had another person on there that was somewhat relevant. The Cowboys have nothing. Tony Pollard, complete fucking wash. Give me somebody else on their team, their offense that was good.
Who?
The Dallas. Ferguson? That's what we're talking about?
Well, yeah, that's even more reason to pay CeeDee Lamb. What are we arguing? I'm confused what you're saying.
I'm arguing that don't pay CeeDee Lamb because it's not going to last. You're going to pay CeeDee Lamb. It's not going to last.
What? Because why not pay him?
Because I just told you it's not going to last.
What's not going to last?
Why isn't it going to last?
Statistics?
They don't have anybody.
They didn't have anyone last year.
I know exactly. And that was his coming out year. Nobody really thought CeeDee Lamb was like that. Everybody thought CeeDee Lamb was a good player. Nobody thought he was the guy, like he was him. He has 1,700 yards. Everybody's like, oh shit. Now you're gonna start scheming for him. Now you look at the offense. You say, I have to doggone game plan for CeeDee Lamb. Every game, he's the guy. I don't need to look at anybody. It's Tony Pollard. Nobody. It's CeeDee Lamb. Stop CeeDee Lamb. You stop the Cowboys. That's totally different when you go into game plan that rather than before. You're like, oh well, we got to think about Tony Pollard. We got to think about this guy. They don't got to think about nobody else because everybody else is irrelevant.
What do you think they were doing last year?
Nobody can stop CeeDee Lamb. He might be the best.
They still have Brandon Cooks. They still have Brandon Cooks.
You're not saying anything. What I'm telling you is when coaches go to game plan, they do that shit before the year starts. They don't game plan the week of. They game plan already.
You're telling me going into last year, they're not game planning against CeeDee Lamb?
They're game planning for CeeDee Lamb, but they're thinking Tony Pollard is going to be somewhat relevant because the year before that he was. So it's like, all right, cool, we got to think about it. Now when you go into it, he's like, all right, well, we got to slow down. You're not changing your whole game plan mid-season. That's just not how it works. Now this year, they're just like, all right, I have to stop CeeDee Lamb no matter what. It doesn't matter about anybody else because he's the only guy that's relevant. He makes the offense go.
So let's just agree to disagree.
How many yards do you think CeeDee Lamb's gonna have this year, Kenny?
He might have 1,200.
1,200.
Yeah.
I think he'll have at least 1,500.
No.
How many touchdowns do you think he'll have?
He might have.
Sure.
He might have 11, 10. What?
That's good. That's a good season.
I didn't say that wasn't a good season.
That's a $30 million receiver right there.
That's a yes.
That's not. The numbers to me don't make sense. That's $30 million. I'm giving $30 million. This doesn't make sense to me.
You know what, Kenny? You're just fucking ass backwards. This guy would rather take that 30 mil and give it to the running back.
I wouldn't give a running back 30 million.
So you're saying they should maybe meet in the middle. You should be at 20 and then 10 for running backs.
I think, yeah, for sure. I think you should CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb is worth 20 to 25 million a year. I would say that.
In today's day and age.
In today's day and age, but what they're going to give him is probably going to be close to 40. It's going to be 35, 36. Yeah, but I don't think he's worth that.
It doesn't matter. Contracts are continuously going up. Do you think Pat Mahomes is worth $55 million a year or whatever he's making?
Yeah, because he got Super Bowl rings. It's different. He got Super Bowl wins. It's different, right? Like I don't think Tyreek Hill should have got that extension. Granted, yes, I know he had a big year. I get it, but why am I giving money to a guy that said I'm about to be done in a couple of years? That makes no sense to me. I'm just paying him just because to keep him happy. What the fuck? What choice does he have?
He can hold out and demand a trade.
Cool, bro. Take it.
Okay.
Take the trade.
Kenny, you have 200. I give you $255.4 million. And
Yeah.
you have to build a team.
That's the cap.
I'm giving you $255 million this year, Kenny.
Yeah.
What percentage of that money are you gonna allocate towards a number one receiver that is top 5 in his position in the NFL?
Well,
just give me a percentage of that.
I'm trying to think of the percentage. I gotta break the damn percentages down. I might give him 10%.
10%?
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, I got 30 mil. I have 53 people. If I give him 10% and I still got to pay Dak, right? Unless you're going to get rid of Dak, but I still got to pay Dak. And Dak is going to want.
They are going to get rid of Dak.
And that's even crazier. All right.
Why? Why not? He's never won anything. He's been in the league for 10 years. It's time to reset that position. If I'm Dallas.
All right. Well, if your thought process is to get rid of Dak, then okay, lock up CD. Yeah. Give CD 15. Give him 35 million a year. Call it a day.
35 mil would be 13%, 13.7% of their cap. That's not.
Give him 35.
That's not a lot.
And that's
for 53.
That's if you're doing like a real cap number. Dude,
that's
the way they structure the contracts. All the guaranteed money, they just against the cap, he's gonna be like 20 million.
Especially if they sign him this year and they can use this year and they just make it an extension.
Exactly.
that's why I argue that they should sign. The only reason you're right, the locker room presence for Cincinnati is the problem. Why, if they didn't have this negotiation stuff going on with T. Higgins, they would give Jamar Chase a contract right now, and because then they have 2 years and then add it to they gave him like a 5-year deal. That's 7 years that they can spread that money over instead of doing it that way.
If my bad, I broke up off the end. If the plan is to get rid of Dak, then yes, you give CD the money. I'm thinking from the sake of if I gotta pay Dak and I gotta pay CD, right? And I still got fucking tackles and guards that want to get paid.
Is due.
Michael Parsons is due. You can only spread but so thin.
Yes.
So if I give CD 35, I gotta give Dak 50, then Michael Parsons probably gonna want 30 plus as well.
Yeah, probably.
Then I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, I got 3 players, I got 110 million.
And you're not doing that. You're resetting your quarterback position.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna do that, then you can do 2.
Yeah.
You can't do 30, 30, 50.
No, you can't.
Well,
no,
the Eagles do it. The Eagles do it. They're paying two number one wide receivers essentially.
Who?
They signed both this year.
How much is Devontae Smith getting?
I think he's getting almost close to 30, 27.
Man, he took a discount. I think he got 75 million, something like that. 78 million.
75 over 3 years.
That's 25 a year. I'll take that.
For a number 2.
What does AJ Brown got? AJ Brown is on his old contract, right?
No.
They just extended him.
Yeah, they just gave him 96 mil, 3 years.
96 mil, 3 years. But you already gave what's his name his money?
That's right? In the same year. They gave it in the same year. And
that's what I'm saying. You already gave him his money. But guess what that suffered? Now they couldn't sign Hassan. Right? You ain't got the money to do that.
Hey, but guess what? What's AJ Brown's cap hit this year? 11.8.
Like 12.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Eagles,
what's Devontae Smith's cap hit? 8 million.
They're just gonna get screwed at the end.
Yeah, they're gonna suck for a long time in Cap Hill. And their hope is that the cap balloons. They're planning on the inflation.
They're putting they're putting it off and say, hey, if I put it off, eventually the cap is gonna grow that it won't affect us. We can still be relevant.
All the damn contracts they put out. You want to know what their highest paid player by cap is? Is Lane Johnson at 15.8 million. That's their highest cap hit. That's why the cap is crap. They give all these guys guaranteed fucking money and they roll it. That's why the Eagles one day are going to pay the piper.
They're going to pay the piper for sure.
Yeah.
Jordan Love got his contract. What do you think of that? We haven't talked about that.
You know that bothered me.
I know.
You know that bothered me.
Jordan Love is the highest paid player in the NFL.
It doesn't add up. Right? It bothers me. Listen, let me say this. Let me go on the record. I don't care about guys getting their money. My thing is this is you could be greedy to a certain extent. And I understand you want to be just stretch the market. You want to be the number one person, but it's going to come at a cost of your team. You can't tell me you want to win, but then you tell me you need the most money. It don't add up like that. I get it. You trying to take care of your family. That's important. But don't tell me you want to win, but then you want the highest contract. You're going to tell Jordan Love, you say, hey, bro, I'm a quarterback. I deserve it. You did when you had 1 year.
It's because that basically every team has basically economists working, financial, whatever you want to call it. They are all projecting that the NFL is going to continue to exponentially grow. And therefore, the cap is going to continue to go way up every single year. And think about just the last 10 years, how much more it's gone up compared to the previous 20.
But they had a new contract. They got a new money. They got that new money, right? From Google.
This is what I'm thinking. They're gonna. All these players are like, well, we want our cut of the money.
But until they change that, though, to make more slice of the pie go to the players, it don't make sense to me. I get it. If they make more slice of the pie go to the players because they're getting billions of dollars a year, I agree. All right, get the guys their money. Like the NBA.
Well, that's what's happening. That's
that new contract the NBA got, and the players get 55 or 60% of that.
Yeah. Well, the NBA's contracts are insane.
Come on. The
But
damn
I'm
Golden
saying it
State
makes
Warriors
sense.
were over 400 million on payroll.
But Brian, that makes sense though. If they getting 60% of the money and they getting a $10 billion deal, it's like, bro, that's
I
nothing.
mean, I get it. I get what you're saying.
But it's 53 players. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but they all are going into this thinking like Jordan Love basically is saying, okay, I'm taking how long was his deal? 4 or 5 years? He's saying my AAV in 4 years is going to probably be like 15th best because they're projecting that all these other quarterbacks are going to come due and all they're going to do is take the higher contract and it's going to keep building.
So to me, it's like the U.S. economy. Eventually, it's going.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yes. One day, everything.
Because then what if it's like, oh, all right, I'm paying guys all this money, and then people are like, listen, man, a lot of people don't like to watch the NFL the same. I'm not paying you $10 billion no more. I'm giving you $7 billion now. Oh, well, my contract before was 10. It's not no more. It's $7 billion.
And it could happen.
Then what?
Yeah.
Then now teams are in the red because you're like, damn, I thought
Yes.
forecast. Well, the forecast ain't there no more.
Yes, and the teams will be in the red, and then when they project the cap for the next year, they're gonna be like, well, actually, the cap's going down.
Because then they do that,
and then
before?
teams are gonna have to start cutting people because they can't afford them. And then eventually, the contracts will level out after a few years, and they'll start to come back down. If your scenario
happens, yeah,
right. I don't think that's gonna happen in our lifetime, Kenny.
Well, I hope that keeps the way going in our contract world.
Right. I mean,
I hope it just keep building up. I hope we get the same benefits that the NFL gets, the same result of inflation.
I think we'll be getting pennies on the dollar compared to those guys, but yes.
Yeah. It's just insane that it's 1 year. Like this was essentially just 1 year of success.
That's why it bothered me. Did they not look at Daniel Jones?
He didn't have that good of a year as Jordan Love.
I know, but do you see how, like, okay, you had 1 year that was like, oh, this is promising, and then the next year the dude gets hurt, and then now it's like, oh,
I think it's different though. I think it's different. I think the Giants are actually dumber in a sense because they had actually 3 years of tape on the dude, and he only had 1 good year. Or was it 4?
No,
whatever.
Don't say it now because Ryan was saying this last year. Kenny, the cap is going to go and it's going to hurt even more. You got to pay him.
But Kenny,
that's
they
true.
thought, okay, he developed into a starting caliber quarterback, and so they gave him a $40 million contract. And now, look at how that $40 million compares to the rest of the league for starting caliber quarterbacks. If Daniel Jones had performed.
If they didn't
on a
sign
cheap
Daniel
deal right
Jones, they wouldn't even doggone have him on the team right now.
Yeah, I
He'd
agree.
been cut.
I would argue it's
and y'all would have kept Saquon
because of injury.
Not necessarily.
They would have kept Saquon. They would have kept Saquon. They would have kept him. They wanted to have us. They would want to have their new quarterback come in and be stable. They would have kept Saquon. And now Saquon is going to terrorize them all every time they go and play the Eagles.
Yeah, he probably will. But
I don't know. Like he's down there at the bottom of the list now.
Yes,
like
that's what I was saying.
Daniel Jones is tied for 14th in the league.
That's what I was trying to say. Is like if Daniel Jones had actually performed like he did that 1 year, his contract would be like a cheap deal. So if you think you have the quarterback, you have to pay him. That's what the Packers have done. We can sit here and say we don't think Jordan Love is hot shit. That's fine. We can agree on that because I'm sure we all do. But the Packers clearly think we have a starting caliber quarterback who we think can win us games in the playoffs, which he did. He won them. He got them they almost beat San Fran, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. So yeah, it's only 1 year, but that is what they did they did to themselves by sitting him for his first 2 years or 3 years, whatever it was. They should have started him sooner. They should have got rid of Rodgers sooner if that was their plan.
Well, whatever. Hopefully
so it's better to pay the guy and be wrong than it is to just say, nah, we don't need him and try to draft a guy. Because the draft is just throwing darts at a dartboard, man, as we've seen.
Rondell Moore his leg. He left with a cast on his leg.
Yeah, he's probably out for like half a year.
Yeah, there's a lot of injuries this year. Hey, or so far, I'm pretty pumped about it. I love when players get injured.
Godly.
I'm just playing.
I like when people break this
And the
shit.
last thing I'm gonna say, and I am gonna be that guy on the hype train. But man, I could watch Malik Neighbors videos all day long. And yeah, I'm biased, but I don't care.
Bro,
Rookie of the year.
I told you.
Rookie of the year.
I
I
told
don't care
you.
who's throwing it. No one could throw in the ball.
Who was arguing with me that Malik Neighbors is not better, or that Marvin Harrison is better than Malik Neighbors?
Brian would argue that.
It's tripping.
I
I'm not
thought we did agree that
They're two different players.
I
In a
thought, but
sense.
I thought we did agree though
They both
that
played X. They
Malik
both
is
went to the slot.
Malik is a better receiver. However, Marvin's in the best spot you could be in because
No, I
he
don't
went
know
to like
about
an
that.
actual quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't agree to that. I didn't even remember hearing saying that, nothing like that.
I mean, fantasy-wise, Marvin Harrison, hands down, is the better pick, of course. Or the
I
safer
don't
pick of the two.
Fantasy, well, I got this fantasy draft coming up.
Malik's gonna have 170 targets at least.
That's
Yeah.
if Daniel Jones is on his back half the year like he was last year.
I don't think it matters. I'm telling you, go watch videos of Giants practice and just see how much
Yeah.
Brian Daboll.
We're talking
loves
about
this guy.
practice.
I'm just telling you right now.
Not the game.
He's gonna scheme up every which way to get this guy the ball. Malik just has to go on the sideline and complain he's not getting targets.
Look,
And Brian Daboll will like scheme up some stuff to get him like some quick touch passes.
you can scheme all you want, but if that offensive line does what they did last year, doesn't matter who you have at receiver because they don't have time.
More than half their offensive line is not the same.
I said if.
They have John Runyon. They got two starters from the Raiders offensive line from last year, which the Raiders offensive line was top 10 last year. So you can frowny face all you want.
Mm-hmm.
But they're addressing the offensive line.
Yes,
Illuminor is going to play the right tackle. And to be honest, I think that this injury with Evan Neal, he may come back to being a backup because they got Van Rotten or whatever his name is, but he played guard for Oakland last year, and they just signed him, so he's probably going to play right guard, and then Runyon's going to play left guard, and then what's his name, Andrew Thomas.
Illuminor's not going to last the entire year as your right tackle
Why not?
because he's not. I know he's not that good. He's a swing tackle at best. He can play a couple.
He lasted all year last year.
Yeah. Don't trust it.
He lasted all year last year.
Brian, what's the odds we can make 100,000 sports betting this football season?
0%.
I mean, Jesus, how
Zero?
much? Not zero, but like,
0%.
quite a lot.
It's doable, right? I'm sorry, I was over here looking at numbers. It's doable.
I mean, it is. How much are you trying to bet though?
The normal units. Let's not put money out there. Let's just say units. The normal units.
Well, you put out units. You put out a number. You said 100.
100,000, right? But we're talking on units, right? So if you're betting 2 to 3 units, right?
Well, it depends on your unit size.
Okay.
Units are arbitrary.
All right, say you're betting a 2-team $50 2-teamer. Right?
Okay.
Just a $50 2-teamer.
2-teaming, what are you doing? Spread? So you're gonna get like plus 200.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like plus 185, something like that, right? So you put your $50, you get plus 185 back. You're looking like you're getting what 140 something, 150,
140.
yeah. So you get that. So you
Okay.
take a
Oh,
little bit
you're
off.
trying to like just put it all onto the next one. Is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I know
That's
it's kind of
different.
detour. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about for
I
football.
I
Could you
thought
take
you were like I thought you were saying just our normal like bet like okay we put out $50 but then their next bet's $50. It would take a long time to get 100
No.
grand.
I'm saying it from the sense of if you think about it on a college football day, right? On an NFL day, you
Yeah.
literally have 3 mini days.
You keep compounding it. That's what
Yes,
you want to
compound
do.
interest, right? So if you got a 12 o'clock game, a 3 o'clock game, a 6 o'clock game, and then a nighttime game, right?
And you hit all of it
Right. And
at like
even if you hit 2 or 3 of them, you take some off the top, you continue on to keep in the bag just so you don't have to come out your pocket more. You got 2 things going, right? You might get a little frisky, you might do a parlay. I like these 3-teamers. Boom, I'll put a little bit heavier on here. I think it's doable, man. I'm gonna have to do the
Hold
numbers
on.
on that.
are you gonna be able to pull the trigger when you have to go and bet?
50K on something, but
Yeah.
would I be able to pull the trigger? Yeah, because the
That's
most likely I took some off the top, and 50K, I'm putting it on like a no-brainer. I'm not even gonna bet it myself. I'm gonna give you the phone. I'm like, hey, bro, you know what? I like these 2 teams.
oh,
Because if I do it myself, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I don't care if it's your money. I don't think I would want to hit that. That's insanity.
Nah, I do that. Because all I gotta do is take the 50. I take the 50K and I just get minus odds. I just do minus odds on
Listen.
them. Like I go take negative points. I do teasers.
The only way that you could possibly do 50K bet is if you have already taken like at least like 30K profit and put it to the side so you don't feel terrible about losing it.
The thing is this, it's not about feeling terrible. I'm saying that right now on the stream. You make 100K, you're gonna get all of it back because everybody and their mom gonna follow you. It's social media. And you put a 50K bet out there, everybody and their mom gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
get
don't
it.
even need to do that. Plus
Go ahead.
plus 180, 185.
Yep.
You just need to bet. Oh man.
That's why I love Ryan. Ryan's like, oh, I got you guys doing all this fucking talking. Let me do the numbers real quick.
Yeah. This is like 35 grand.
36 grand.
Yeah.
$36,000. So you just got to get to 36,000.
All right, cool. Get to 36. We can get to 36. We can get
And
to
then
36.
you have to put that on a 185.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm telling you right now. I'm probably gonna if like we build it up, like let's say we get to $1,000. That's gonna be like one day, probably. We have a good day, we get to $1,000. I'm probably like, or we get to $2,000. I'm probably gonna take $1,000 and put it away. And then I'm gonna just keep going all the way with that.
You're not gonna do that because that's Brian. I know you. You hit $1,000, you take $1,000 out, you bet $1,000, and that turns it to 3. You're not, or it turns it to 28.50. You're not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna just take 800. You're gonna be like, let me take 1,500. You're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get there.
No, because I will feel good about it because at that point I'm playing with house money, right? So I'd be like, fuck it. Like I gained $1,000 because I'm not like super greedy about this because that's not like my normal betting amount. Like that's pretty high for me to have $1,000. I'd be like, okay, cool. But if I'm able to like build the rest of that up and it's all house money, yeah, I don't care.
You got to think about it from the sake too. Is with football, this is what I like about football. It's Thursday game. You got Friday game.
Shit, you got Wednesday games.
But the Wednesday doesn't happen until like week 3, week 4. So you go Wednesday, baseball still going. You go Wednesday, baseball, Thursday, Friday, 3 mini days on Saturday, 3 mini days on Sunday, Monday night. So essentially,
hey, we'll see how it goes.
I'm going to record it. I'm going to blog it. It's going to go on BK Bets.
All we're going to do is screenshot every bet we do.
The road to 100,000.
Okay.
That bet to 100,000.
Yeah. Good God.
And then I'm cashing out. No, I'm not going to cash out. I'll probably bet it back. Just because people are like, you won't bet it back? I'm going to bet it back.
Yeah.
80K to get 160.
Hold on, I'm doing it for you.
80K to get.
How many times do we have to double or whatever to?
Yeah.
How many bets?
Hold up, I'm almost there. Keep talking about something.
Yeah, I'm saying all our followers. I'm telling you right now, we're cooking it up. BK bets. We're going to have some heater this year. We're going to have a heater. I'm telling you, we're going to have a heater for our day one followers. All the guys that are in the chat, people that's watching the stream, just follow it, man. Follow it. Just
But
follow it.
we didn't come up with a percentage we're going to take off the top that to make us feel whole.
Each bet.
It doesn't have to be each bet, but maybe like every other bet or something.
No, we can take one off the top of each. Take 10% off each bet.
10% off each bet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Why?
I'm just cool because I don't have time to do that math.
Right. But
No. I'm not talking to you. Me and Brian are just talking outside out loud.
so after 2 bets, you'll feel like you're good anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's all house money. I mean, but we'll still take the 10.
Yeah, because
Right.
think about it. If you bet 50, you get to 155, you bet it again, you have 500, you take 10 off the top. That's you're gonna be over 500, you'll be like 550 something, 560 something, right? You take that back, you got 500. You bet that you have 1,000 some change, you're gonna take 100 or something off. You betting 1,000. You do that, you're gonna be at 1850. You take 10%, you're taking 180 off, right? You might say, oh, well, this is a little bit higher. You're probably gonna take 200 off because I know Brian. You're gonna take 250 off. His new that you're gonna bet it back again, right? You're gonna get to like 4,500, close to there, or you be like 4,000. You're gonna take 1,000 off. I know you're gonna do it 1,000. I can't. I'm kidding. It doesn't make sense. 1,000. Boom. Then you're gonna bet it.
Trying to fill my pockets. You know?
Yep. I'm a Gen Zer. I'm doing it for the views.
I get it, but
I'm just playing.
yeah, keep a little something for yourself and make you feel happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you're sitting at the table at the casino, you put a little stack on the side. You're like, okay, I'm not touching that.
Not when you're hot. When you're high, you just let it cook.
Yeah, you're right. Scared money don't make any money.
Yeah,
But
when you're high, you let it cook. Because you think about what do you got? Where you at right now, Ryan?
I'm almost. I got the last thing right here.
All right.
I mean, you could do it, but I'm not projecting any money.
No, not off the top. Just
so
give us straight.
Just say you place your first bet. You can enter at any one of these points depending on what you want to start it.
See, I like that.
So you can do $27. It'll take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your 8th bet will be for $100,000. So
that's it?
If you put if
$27,
if you put $27 on a 185 odds, 27 will get you 76. 76 will get you 216. 215 will get you 612. 600 will get you 17. So this is not perfect. I didn't do it from down up. I did it
17, right?
Yeah, so 600 get you 1710. 1600, so you get to pocket 100 there. 1600 get you 4,500. 4,500 get you 12,000. 12,700 get you 3,600. And then 3,600 gets you 100,000.
36,000 get you 100,000 for $27.
for
Starting with,
$27.
but you have to. But the problem is, first week that's easy. Second week that'll be easy. 215, you'll be able to do that. You guys do that in your sleep. But then once you're starting to put your $600 ticket in, Kenny would be fine doing that.
I'll be fine.
But the $1,600,
bro,
if I've already pocketed my original bet, I'm serious. I don't care anymore. I mean, I'll still take a little bit.
Now my heart beats. Remember last time when I got close, Brian, and I had that $1,200 bet or whatever, and my heart was beating. My shit was
$16,000 bet.
16 is
16 or 1,600. Sorry, 1,600.
1,600. My heart started taking a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna feel a little something about it.
4,500.
You know, because you're starting to get into real money at that point. It's like
because you get a 4,500,
16,000. In the back of mine, you're like, oh shit, I could have gone on a trip with that.
4,500.
4,500. I really feel in my heart at 4,500. I need somebody to put the bet in for me. I can't do it myself. 1,600, I could do that. I could do 1,600. I bet crazy like that. 1,600, 4,500. I need somebody to put the bet in for me. I'm like, hey, bro, this is the teams I think. Put it in for me, please. Because if I see it, I'll probably fuck around and press the wrong button.
No, you'll be like, you'll second guess it. You'll be like, oh, never mind. I like this one better now.
That's it. That's what 4,500. You put it in. 4,500. You put it in for me.
Yeah.
Everything. Look. After that,
hey, we only have to bet one team if we bet this underdog at plus 185.
You damn right.
No, we can't do that.
I'm telling you, one team 4,500. When I get to 4,500, I'm going to your house. I'm saying, Harry, here's the phone, bro. Put this in for me.
I'll do it.
please.
I'll put it in.
I'm gonna give you my login. Please log in for me. Do this for me because I can't do it.
Let me get your Face ID real quick.
Yeah, here you go. Do it. Because at 100,000, I fucking shit my pants.
Can you imagine putting in the 36 grand?
Me personally,
That's
nah.
my bathroom. That's my bathroom.
Me putting in 36 grand in the bet, I couldn't do that. I need somebody else to do it. I told Tasha to do it, but she probably gonna smack me. She gonna be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, put that in there.
I know, but if it's house money, it's like whatever.
But
It still
say
feels-
Yeah.
I know.
At that point, you're pulling money out. You're
Yeah.
pulling like 10 grand out and doing 20.
20,
I think
I
it's-
probably will. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would take out. I get a 36 racks. I'm probably taking out 16. I said, all right, I'm gonna bet to 20.
Exactly.
I lose the 20. Whatever. I could do that. But
Yeah.
36, you only took $100 or 12, 1,500. No, fuck no.
If we
No
only
way.
did 10%, would still be 3,600.
Yeah, but 3,600, it doesn't. You don't feel close to 50%. You take out
Yeah.
that 16.
And that's only 8 bets taking nothing out. Maybe if
Yeah.
we get it to 10 and then figure out what percentage we could take out, and then maybe only take out when we get 5 bets in, because then you start getting the real money when you're
All
3 or 4 with 4 or 5 bets in.
We're gonna cook it up. We're gonna cook it up. All the people in the chat, if y'all still in the chat, I know we've been going a little bit over because we've been thinking about this. We're doing that this year. We're doing it this year.
Football
We're
season.
Football season,
Hey.
we're doing it. We're going on the challenge. Ryan, join us.
I got 300 in FanDuel. I'm ready to go. It's already in. It's already in there.
Oh yeah. You hit a couple
hit-
soccer bets.
He
while
hit a
you're at
soccer
game.
bet. I was like, damn, what you been
A
hiding from us?
soccer friendly.
I said, what you been hiding from us?
I'm
It's
betting
sad.
preseason soccer.
He had the insider
Dubs.
info that their star player was actually going to play.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Man.
Bro, this Padres Pirates game is crazy right now. Anyway, let me let you guys go. We appreciate you guys tapping in. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, family. Tune in, man. We got some stuff cooking up. I think this is year 3, man. It's crazy. Year
Is it
3 for
three?
us. Yeah, 3rd football season for sure.
Yeah,
We need to do something more. How do we get this over the hump?
I'm telling you right now, we're about to do the badge. We're about to do this. We're going to do the badge. We're going to start paying. We got to pay. We got to come out the pocket. Got to come out the pocket and let people clip up clips for us and shit like that.
Imagine if we all win $100,000. What do
If
we do?
all-
We buy a studio and we start recording in a studio together.
all right.
we don't
We
have
can
to
do
do that. We just need to soundproof one of our rooms.
Yeah, but then
You
you got to
guys
go
do
to
that.
it's the same thing, one location.
Yeah, that makes more sense though.
I don't
But
care.
anyway.
I'll come down to y'all.
All right,
You
well,
guys are close to each other.
Ryan is on you.
Oh, one of my rooms.
One of your rooms. So the
Yeah.
basement.
I guess the basement. I
We just
could
call off a
the
basement,
section.
wall off a section of the basement, and call it a day. And if Jess gets upset, say, "Listen, I got 100,000. I do what the fuck I want." Anyway, guys, we let y'all go. We'll see y'all next week, man. Be safe. Peace.
Later, guys.
Later.